Once upon a time, in a small coastal town, there lived a legendary creature known as Luca, the squid of darkness. Luca was no ordinary squid. It was an otherworldly entity that possessed an insatiable hunger for human souls. Legend had it that Luca lurked deep beneath the turbulent waters of the town's harbor, waiting patiently for unsuspecting victims to venture too close to its lair. Its elongated tentacles were adorned with razor-sharp suckers that could latch onto its prey, dragging them down into the abyss with the strength of 100 men. One stormy night, a group of adventurous teenagers decided to explore the abandoned shipyard near the harbor. They were drawn by the eerie tales surrounding Luca, intrigued by the prospect of unraveling the mystery that shrouded the creature. Armed with flashlights and curiosity, they ventured into the darkness, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. As they reached the crumbling pier, the wind howled through the decaying wooden structures, creating an ominous symphony of creaks and groans. The moon was obscured by thick clouds, casting an eerie gloom over the desolate scene. Suddenly, a thick mist rolled in from the sea, wrapping itself around the teenagers like a sinister shroud. The air grew heavy with a sense of impending doom, and the sound of distant whispers echoed through the fog. Panic gripped the group as they realized they had stumbled into Luca's domain. Out of the inky depths, Luca emerged, a colossal creature with glowing crimson eyes that pierced through the mist. Its tentacles writhed and thrashed, reaching out hungrily towards the terrified teenagers. One by one, it ensnared them, their screams drowned by the crashing waves. The remaining survivors, paralyzed by fear, watched in horror as their friends were dragged beneath the surface. Desperation fueled their fight-or-flight response, and they mustered every ounce of strength to escape the clutches of the squid of darkness. Running blindly through the shipyard, their hearts pounding in their chests, they stumbled upon an ancient shrine dedicated to the sea. With no other option, they sought refuge within, hoping that the spirits of the ocean would protect them. Inside the shrine, they found ancient artifacts and relics, covered in seaweed and barnacles. In the center, a flickering candle cast eerie shadows on the walls. But the sanctuary provided no solace, as they could still hear Luca's relentless pursuit. As the creature closed in, the candle's flame began to flicker wildly, as if possessed by an unseen force. The room grew cold, and the terrified survivors realized that the shrine was no sanctuary at all, it was a gateway to the realm of the squid of darkness. In a final act of desperation, they pleaded with the spirits, beseeching them for salvation. As if in response, the candle suddenly erupted into a blinding light, banishing the darkness that surrounded them. The shrine trembled, and a powerful surge of energy expelled the survivors back into the shipyard. Coughing and gasping for air, they looked around in disbelief. The storm had subsided, and the mist that had enveloped them had dissipated. Luca, the squid of darkness, had vanished, leaving only the echoes of its haunting presence. From that day forward, the small coastal town lived in fear of Luca's return, forever haunted by the memory of its terrifying existence. And as the legend of Luca persisted, so did the cautionary tale, whispered among the townsfolk, serving as a reminder to never venture too close to the depths of the sea, where the squid of darkness still lurked, waiting patiently for its next opportunity to claim unsuspecting souls.